is not going to result in us being immediately like paralleled between this and fucking Talk to a. Anyways,
Yeah. Anyway, what's the deal with food?
you lagged out on my end, and that's very funny.
Hey, you guys like Freddy Fazbear? Five Nights at Freddy's?
Freddy Fazbear. Welcome, audience, to Scott Talkin', our fucking shitty
No.
idea of a podcast. Where we talk about fucking
And
FNAF lore.
That's the only welcome you're gonna get. That's
More
the only
or
welcome
less.
you're gonna get.
We're not
You
gonna
are
fucking
soon-
introduce ourselves. Fuck
Pretty
you. Figure it out. You'll figure it
You'll
out through
figure it out, yeah.
through goddamn context, like a normal person.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll say his name eventually.
Yeah, we'll say each other's names.
Anyway,
Anyways,
yeah.
so we don't even have a
I've actually
script. This
never
is
beaten
amazing.
FNAF.
You've never beaten FNAF.
No, I've never beaten FNAF.
What is even
I got
the-
to like the 4th night, and then I was like, this is kind of hard.
And you call yourself like a diehard FNAF fan. You haven't even beaten the game.
Most fans haven't beaten the game.
Most fans are fucking stupid.
I'm about to hit CD Plus if you don't shut the hell up.
CD Plus?
CD Plus skips nights.
Oh, that's right. Why would you skip
Yeah.
nights? It's not that hard. Just press
I
the
would
buttons in
skip
the right
nights out
order.
of spite. It's fine. It doesn't even work on my laptop.
It doesn't? Well, probably because you haven't beaten
Yeah,
the
my
game yet.
laptop's so shitty. No, it doesn't matter.
Okay. I like how you
Anyway.
like look up facts about Five Nights at Freddy's. Like that isn't what our conversations evolved to. That's literally why this podcast started. So we started this
Yeah, pretty
podcast
much.
basically after a conversation in a VC just kind of trailed. It's very funny.
This podcast is 9 years in the making, technically.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Not 9 years. It's a lot of years. Maybe not 9.
Like 6.5, 6.5, maybe 8.
Something like that.
Needless to say, the fact that we haven't started a podcast sooner where we talk almost exclusively about FNAF is a miracle, and
It's
also
absurd.
probably the best for everyone because our twisted enjoyment of this franchise mostly comes from my hatred of the bad games. Like
And my love of the bad games.
he likes the bad games. I like the good games, despite
I
their flaws.
I should clarify. I also like the good games, but I defend the bad games a lot more than I should.
It's solely to defy me.
It's that's not true. My life doesn't revolve around yours.
No,
Mr.
but like
Magoo.
when you talk about them to me, it just seems like you're defying what I'm saying.
Sometimes I say it because I have a different opinion on it, and I need to have something to say.
Other times it's you defending Security Breach just because I
I
don't
think
like
the
it.
atmosphere is okay. I think it's a cool idea, and it wasn't executed greatly. It wasn't even executed decently. That
No.
doesn't make the core concepts around it interesting and willing and like something worth exploring in the future.
I mean, you could talk about the vibes that Security Breach brings up, but like I think it's wasted in a game that just it has too much going on. Like the entirety of Security Breach is wandering around a half-abandoned building. And even though that's not what it's supposed to look like, that is exactly what it looks like because Steelwool crapped out on like in an attempt to make everything explorable, it means that a lot of shit is empty because they crunch the shit out of the game. And so like half of the areas you're in are just like strangely barren.
Yeah.
And I think it would make more sense to like heavily restrict the game and like where you can go, whilst also greatly putting in just like cheap little stupid ways that like to make it feel a little more lived in. Like you just have like a PNG file, and as long as you plan out where the players are going to be looking, like it's not that big a deal. Like major AAA games will do that shit.
What if they made movement in Security Breach like an inscription?
Just hit forward.
The whole game was inscriptions. You had to turn around. You can only move forward or backwards. But it was still as open as it actually is.
I mean,
I think that'd be funny.
that's a kind of like an all right premise, but at the same time, that would
No,
that would
it's a
fit in with
horrible premise.
that fit in with
No, it
FNAF,
would
but
be
like for an
horrible. It's a
open
joke.
world game, you'd have to completely change the way Security Breach is. But you could do like Inscription-esque movement where it's just like, all right, now you move forward, because it's kind of what like Security Breach, or I mean not Security Breach, Sister Location does. It's very Inscription feeling in the way that you move. So you could do that. It would have to be more akin to Sister Location instead of an open world game like what Security Breach is.
Sorry, for the first like little bit where you were talking, the phone guy was talking over you, so it was kind of hard to make out what you were saying. But I got the premise, the idea of it.
Yeah.
Well enough.
So for fucking anyone who doesn't know what the fuck we're doing with this podcast, which is I guess everyone watching, we will be having fucking background audio the whole time, or background video of one of us playing FNAF. It'll most likely be
They're
me.
loving the audio I'm giving them right now for sure. I bet.
Well, I can fucking hear it through your mic. You can hear it through your
fuck,
goddamn
they're
mic.
both gone. Oh shit. Oh, I'm fucked.
But they're not gonna be able to hear it. They're just gonna have us, and then maybe like a little background music. I'll put like fucking
Damn it.
put like the Wii Channel song, or
I
like
mean,
goddamn
you could do
FNAF World Alliance,
not FNAF World or Pizzeria Simulator.
Pizzeria Sim,
That
Security
is
Breach.
great. That
did
is
a
great. Background music, specifically.
Yeah, no, we'll figure something out. I have to fulfill at the very least an hour time slot with music, and I don't think there's any shortage of royalty-free songs that you could use. You just got to put it in enough so people can just barely hear my chair because I got the loudest goddamn chair, and I shuffle a lot. Dude, what the fuck? I'm like reading. See, because I have that top. You told me to bring up like
Just
fun facts about FNAF.
In
and
case we had something to know. Did he look up a Smike video?
No. God, I
That'd be
would
funny.
never fucking look up a Smike video. I found like pages, and I'm reading this shit. This is by Nintendo Fan 126 on thetop10s.com, and they did a top 10 facts about Five Nights at Freddy's, and apparently the number one is that the creator Scott Cawthon thinks Bonnie is the scariest animatronic because he had several nightmares about him.
He had waking nightmares, and he thought that was in the FNAF 3 newspapers at the beginning, or like the help wanted for that.
Well, that's kind of funny because like I have Bonnie in the corner of the screen.
No, damn it! I want it. Okay, don't tell them which one you are. I want them to try and figure it out.
Animatronic am I?
One of us is Lefty and one of us is Bonnie.
If it makes you feel better, I put Lefty on the left.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Our left or their left?
What the fuck do you mean? It doesn't matter. Once this comes out, like
our left or Lefty's left.
well, I guess Lefty would be facing the screen, so our left.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that makes a little more sense.
Yeah,
To
I
you, I'm
agree.
very confused about why everything just got quieter. It's because I'm fucking around with the audio settings because I'm autistic.
Am I too loud? You're
No.
not that autistic. Just a
Well,
little bit.
I could just change the audio on the fly, but I ended up making myself way too quiet. Like I'm
Yeah, you're
very
right.
quiet on my end.
We should watch the very scary FNAF VHSs at some point.
The FNAF VHS, I would never do that
Why not?
because they suck. I hate VHS. I hate VHS horror. You know this.
You don't like found footage? You don't like analog horror?
No, we've had several hour-long conversations at various places about how I dislike analog horror because I think it's usually not done particularly interestingly. The only piece of found footage media that I like is Cloverfield, and even then, I still think parts of it are sloppy. But that being
That's
said,
fair.
God, these
Sorry.
top 10 facts are fucking stupid.
Hit me with the top 10s.
So that was number one, was he thinks Bonnie is the scariest. Number two is before Scott Cawthon created Five Nights at Freddy's, he worked on other games, but people said his characters look like animatronic animals. Scott thought about it and then he made FNAF. Yeah, that's not a top 10 fact.
That's just Chipper and Sons.
Yeah, well, I mean, you play Chipper, and so I'm surprised Chipper, like El Chip, I guess, made it into it. But like, I wish like Chipper and Sons had a real mention in FNAF.
Probably the best Pizzeria Simulator. Yeah, I mean he is in FNAF World, Chipper's Revenge.
I've not played FNAF World.
Oh, I won't tell you about Chipper's Revenge when we eventually do our Let's Play.
Fucking FNAF World. How much is
Yeah,
it? Is it even on
it's
Steam?
free.
Is it on
It's
Steam?
free on Game Jolt.
On Game Jolt, but I'm
Yeah.
a capitalist and I would like to purchase it on
He
Steam.
took. I think he took it off Steam because he was embarrassed. Because people like shunned him.
Yeah, it's not on Steam. You know what is though on Steam? Under FNAF World is the fantasy world of Mojang Princess. Is this a porn
What?
game? Jesus
Can we
Christ.
play a porn game, or are we gonna get in
Jesus
trouble if we do
Christ.
that?
I mean, I don't think YouTube. Thank God I'm gonna not use the footage on my end because I just 100% showed some girl's pussy on my screen. But like,
Yeah.
but
Where'd
like,
Chica go?
I don't think YouTube would very much appreciate it if we put. I mean, it doesn't matter on Spotify, but if we put it on YouTube, like, they're not gonna appreciate that we just put like porn because they.
Probably not.
I remember like YouTube randomly removed a lot of like furry inflation porn for no reason, and then like I saw a bunch of tweets on Twitter about furries who were like, "Oh, my inflation porn is off at YouTube. This sucks." And I'm like, "That's hilarious.
They're
Why are
up in
you-
arms about it?
Why are you using YouTube as a porn source, you fucking idiots?"
True.
Like,
Where'd Chica
I'm-
go?
it's ridiculous. Holy shit! I looked over at the list, and at the corner, it's best Five Nights at Freddy's ships, and it is fan art of Bonnie and Foxy making out. Holy fucking shit!
That is my OTP. So you know.
Bonnie and
don't-
Foxy Mangle entered Michael
Funny.
Afton,
Oh,
Foxy
he's looking-
Chica,
Dude,
Freddy
it is
Chica,
real.
Fanny
It is
Fred-
real. He's looking at me.
Freddy, Bonnie
Freddy's
Chica,
looking at me.
Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica, a little bit Funtime Foxy.
That is not a Mandela effect. I knew that was real.
What's real?
The like little. Ah!
This is riveting FNAF footage, and
You
I don't
got
even
me.
I don't even know if I'm gonna sync it up to what we're saying. There's
I
gonna be
was saying something
miscellaneous FNAF
else.
footage.
I got. Sorry.
That's fine.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, the screen of them on the like on the stage, and then they like turn and look at you.
Oh, like in the
People
trailer.
were like, yeah, but that actually happened. Freddie looked at me. That happens. It's real. We have footage of it now.
that happens, but like not all of them. It's just Freddy.
Sure.
When all of them are gone, Freddy will look at the camera.
It's still real though.
It's kind of cool.
It is cool.
I'm drinking fucking Arctic Cooler Gamer Subs.
Oh yeah, you're on that gamer substitute shit.
I
now.
am on that shit. It's tasty.
I've heard it's tasty.
Certain flavors are. I fucking hate the black cherry flavor. It
You
tastes
get
like,
guacamole gamer fart.
I tried it. It's pretty good. You know what fucking flavor sucks though is titty milk. That shit's ass.
Is that Smitty's?
No, Smitty's is good, I think. Yeah, good. And it's like a cherry.
Oh yeah. You got good.
It's very tasty. I got that as a sample and it's wonderful.
I believe that.
So is the brand risk, which is like a peach mango. It's very tasty.
Nice.
God, I maybe I will use some of this footage because what I'm looking at is absolutely cancerous.
You can just edit it in.
But like I'm looking at this is very close to like a jump love thing. But like Foxy X Mangle, which man, I can't look at this. I hate the FNAF community so much.
Man, we're gonna do a two-parter on controversies eventually, right?
Yeah, it's literally gonna be an hour about me talking about why
Nietzsche is a horrible person.
not even Nietzsche. What the fuck is that game called?
Dormitimus?
Dormitimus is a fucking ridiculously dumb game. It's not even like, I mean, it is fundamentally like as a game shit, but its story is even worse.
Broken, and then you're whatever.
It's
yeah,
like a
horrible.
failed abortion of a game. It doesn't make any sense.
Jesus Christ.
It doesn't make any sense. Like, why the fuck did they make the game like that? Oh man, in the trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's, Bonnie is seen running down the hallway.
Yeah, everyone knows that.
Is that a fact? Is that a fun fact?
That's not very fun. I don't get much out of that.
Chica is mostly mistaken to be a duck, but she's really a chicken.
That's true, I guess.
Chica. Scott named her Chica because she's a chicken.
Yeah.
Foxy is the
Well,
most dangerous
actually,
animatronic. Bonnie's the only one without eyebrows.
so true.
Does
Um,
Foxy not have eyebrows?
Foxy has eyebrows. Pretty sure.
Foxy. Oh yeah, he does. Okay. Bonnie is shown removing his mask in the first trailer. Chica's the most active animatronic on nights 3 and 6. Bonnie is a man. Goldie is phone dude. Wait, what?
What?
Foxy lied to you. Chica's the only animatronic without ears.
What are you talking about?
I don't know, dude. This fucking sucks. All right, this is a Reddit chain.
There?
This is a Reddit chain. Scott had a folder named My 15 Minutes of Internet Fame, where he had a bunch of pics of the first FNAF game being super popular as he thought it was a one-off thing. I think it is ridiculous because FNAF 1 does
Oh
feel
my
like it should
God.
be a one-off.
Yeah, even just playing it now, it feels like how the hell did this become what it was?
It's
Is
kind
he
of
down there?
it's kind
Oh,
of
okay, he's right
beautiful
there.
in a way because like
It really is.
like
Just gonna.
oh shit, I had a parallel for it and I
Yes.
couldn't come up with it. It's like Halloween 1. 'Cause,
Sure.
like Halloween 1 is intended to be a one-off, and it is. They made sequels, and none of them were as good as the original. I like Halloween or Halloween Kills as much as I like Halloween 1, but that's because Halloween Kills is really stupid. Halloween Kills is
Yeah.
very stupid, and like FNAF 1 is cool, like it's a really good premise, solid execution, but that does feel like a one and done, and Scott made sequels just because he felt he had to and he was bored because he's a 40-year-old
Yeah.
Christian man who
He needed to provide for his family too. I mean,
yeah, but like
I do actually have a question when you finish this speech. I thought of something.
okay, well ask away.
What? Sorry. What? Do you have any like real life experiences with Chuck E. Cheese or Showbiz?
I
Have you ever
mean,
been to one?
I've been to one, but I was like 8 or something. I was with my grandma. She took me for my birthday, and I fucking sat and ate pizza and didn't play the arcade, didn't fucking go in the ball pit. The animatronics weren't even out. And at this,
Damn.
and I didn't even know about FNAF at the time. I remember, when did Freebirds come out? Because they was doing this whole like, they were doing this whole like Freebirds promo thing. 2013.
Huh.
So I was 8.
I couldn't tell you.
I'm telling you, yeah, November 1st. Because I remember I'd seen Freebirds and I went and I was like, I made this really funny joke to my grandma. I was like, oh, I already see the movie. I don't know why they're advertising to me.
That is funny.
Needless to say, I did watch Freebirds. I didn't like it then. I don't like it now.
But they go back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get pizza off the turkey off the menu. They change it to pizza
to get
Thanksgiving off the menu.
Yeah, but it's like Chuck E. Cheese branded pizza, which I think is very funny. That's like, I mean, it would have made more sense if it was. Could you imagine if they changed the ending of Freebirds to be like Papa John's? Like it's Papa John's that they bring in through what's the egg's name? Steve or whatever.
Steve? What are you talking about?
What's the time machine's name in Freebirds?
I don't know. I've seen it once and I was like 8, like you.
Yeah, when it came out. Freebirds time machine name. Yeah, it is Steve.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't sure if I was thinking Steve because like Over the Hedge or Steve because that's actually what it's called. It is Steve, but it's an acronym. I didn't look up what it was for. I don't care that much. Freebirds sucks.
No. So yeah, fucks Freebirds.
It would have been more funny if Freddy Fazbear came through the portal because, well, I mean, it didn't exist yet, but you know, and Freddy went,
Yeah.
or. That'd be the
Yeah,
ideal
I
ending of
agree.
Freebirds. Can we rewrite Freebirds to include
I'm sure we could. That could be one of our episodes for sure.
fucking rewriting
We
Five Nights at Freddy's?
rewrite the worst movie of all time.
That's not the worst movie.
What, Freebirds?
No, it's not the worst. It's just boring.
I guess.
I'll show you how House of Gucci which is a fundamentally bad movie. Like Freebirds is
Okay.
like unoriginal and boring. House of Gucci is just like bad and boring. Like I
Sounds
like
about right.
I like a entertainingly bad movie, but House of Gucci is just fucking boring.
I see.
It's like the antithesis, or I mean not the antithesis, but like it's the opposite of what FNAF is. FNAF is a funny bad movie that has a lot of really charming fan service.
Yeah. Oh, how's he already there? Sorry, Foxy.
Oh, Foxy already showed. Are
I mean, like, I didn't. I'm on night 2. I didn't think you could get that far.
I thought not, and then I played a fucking like Windows only version of FNAF, and Foxy jump scared me on night 1, and I was very confused.
He's not active on night 1. That was like a busted version.
Yeah,
He's set to like 1 AI on night 2, I think.
There was a version of Five Nights at Freddy's on Game Pass, which was the console version that they just put onto PC, which makes 0 sense. But I don't know why.
Ah! Fuck!
Your roommates are gonna fucking kill you playing FNAF.
Bryson isn't here, and they're fine. Oh,
I mean, there's the guy
whatever.
who plays fucking guitar above you who's probably strumming away right now.
Yeah, they both do that. They're assholes.
Oh, they both do that?
They're both bad.
I see.
One plays the bass.
God, what?
Anyway.
I hope we get Bryson on the podcast. That'd be funny.
I hope so. One day Bryson will be here.
One day. Mark our words here on episode 1 of Scott Talking.
Scott Talking.
I almost called
Believe
Scott Tua.
Shut up, dude. Don't even never say that again, or I will fucking stage a coup.
You'll stage a coup.
Stage a coup.
You'll conspire against me.
God, I'm better at FNAF 2. I should have like gotten FNAF 2 and played that.
Just play fucking Help Wanted.
I don't. My computer cannot run Help Wanted.
Is it struggling to run FNAF 1? That game is native to 720p.
You just can't. Okay.
In a perfect world, Five Nights at Freddy's would not been programmed using Click Team. It would have been programmed using fucking Scratch.
Hell yeah! There's a bunch of Scratch fan games we could play too.
Yeah, and they're god awful.
Before I forget, I want to circle back to my question about what the fuck
Chuck
E. Cheese
yeah.
real life experiences, because I went to Chuck E. Cheese a lot as a kid with my dad. Sometimes he didn't like know how to entertain a 2-year-old, so he would take me to Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay. Were you scared of them then?
I went there a lot. I was a little scared of them because they would come out and they just wouldn't do anything, and then they'd talk a little bit, and then they'd go back into their thing, and I'm like, what the hell are these like what are they up to? Those little goobers.
What are they thinking about?
Yeah, what the dog doing?
I never know. I the one time I went to a Chuck E. Cheese when I was 8 years old, like, I don't remember much about it. All I remember is like the animatronics were not out. There was some guy in like a Chuck E. Cheese costume, and I was like, I just wanted him to leave me alone. Like I wasn't like scared of him. I was just like, get the fuck away from me. But I was 8, so I didn't say that. I was with my grandma, so I definitely didn't say that. Like,
fair enough.
She's like some old weird Christian religious lady, and I'm not about to say fuck in her presence.
What?
She's gonna find out about this pod if it ever like hits like 7. I mean, it has
7 subscribers. We're already
we already made 8, dude. This podcast doing numbers, and we're fucking talking about Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh God.
Like if she ever finds out about this podcast, she'll be like, "You said fuck. Why would you say that?" I'd be like, "Cause it's a word." Yeah. I'm not worried about going to hell. I don't believe in an afterlife. I told her that once. I don't
believe in an afterlife.
I told her that once. I was like, I don't believe in an afterlife, and she thought I was an absolute fucking moron. Like I don't know why, because
I couldn't tell you, man.
She's like, you don't believe in an afterlife? Well, what happens after you die? And I'm like, that's it.
Nope, nothing.
It's when the episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm ends. It just plays the fucking bum bum bum, like the exactly. It plays that, and it slowly fades out and says executive producer. Oh
my God, go
Larry
away.
David. Almost said Larry King. Larry David.
That'd be crazy.
Larry King. That's the scariest fucking FNAF villain of all. Larry King. It's Larry King and Norm Macdonald talking about like cast iron. It's iron.
Cast iron.
100% made of cast iron. God, could you imagine a FNAF game where Norm Macdonald was the phone guy?
Five Nights at Norm's.
Five Nights at Freddy's, but Norm is the phone guy, and he just comes up and he goes, "Yeah, fucking."
Hey, the animatronics,
yeah, the animatronics, they fucking move around. Close the door, shine a light on them. I don't know. Who would get a job like this? Here's what I don't understand about the jobs. O.J. Simpson killed his wife.
Freddy Fazbear, they do this. What's
That's Donald.
the
That's Donald.
yeah, no, the Donald talked about it, remember?
Donald, he did. He said that on his fucking most recent campaign. He goes, "Let me tell you, Freddy Fazbear's a wonderful, wonderful establishment. It's a wonderful establishment, and the animatronics, they actually move around at night. But they don't tell you that, and Bonnie would never tell you that, but I'm telling you right now." Yeah, fucking Donald.
Where'd you go? Oh,
I'm
my
right
God.
here, man.
you disappeared for a second.
I vanished.
Yeah. I like the part where it's like, Bonnie won't tell you that.
He won't tell you, but I will tell you right now.
Yeah, yeah.
If it wasn't
Yeah.
12:07 at night and the whole goddamn neighborhood was asleep, I'd be fucking full trumping it. But you know,
Yeah, you're keeping it. You're piping it down.
I'm
We'll probably
piping it
have
down.
to do these at more reasonable hours later on.
I mean, at like 3 p.m.
Ah, perfect.
when I'm not chugging gamer subs to stay awake enough to record a
And I'm not
podcast.
chugging Worcestershire sauce.
Worcester sauce, yeah,
Worcestershire.
wonderful. What's a
Yeah.
fun? What's a random fun fact about the FNAF community that not enough people know about but should?
I mean, I could tell you my favorite FNAF game is Super FNAF because it's me. Sorry.
What is what the fuck is Super FNAF?
It's like it's just like the side-scrolling like. It's almost like a walking simulator, but it's FNAF. But it's like a bit of a platformer too.
Is it like Double Dragon?
No, it just goes. It goes through the like the story of the games
So like the fucking
without like.
opening cutscene of VR, or just like, or like the end of Pizzeria Sim.
Yeah, kind of, but it they also like I'm panicking. Sorry.
Bonnie is in
no,
the
it's just
office
like-
as we speak.
Well, it's just like cute pixel art stuff. I look it up.
I'll look it up tomorrow.
It covers the
watch them all.
first 3 games basically. I mean, not really the second game, but like
There's not much
it has
lore in the
Springtrap
second
like
game. I mean,
have a change of heart.
that's
Well,
kinda,
they don't cover like the bite and stuff.
That's what I mean. I do like the bite of 87 because it implies it.
I think it's cool. It was the first like big mystery.
Well, that too, but also like once you know what the
I was-
bite of 87 is, that makes FNAF 2 a one-off. Like
I mean, pretty much, but
you
then
can look
there's
at FNAF
Fritz.
1. You can look at FNAF 1 as a one-off, and then Fritz is Michael.
Michael.
I don't think Jeremy Fitzgerald is Michael. I think Fritz is Michael.
No, Fritz is definitely Michael. Jeremy is just some poor schmuck who got
who got bit. Oh, sucks to be fucking
because
you.
of Phone Guy's stupid advice.
Yeah, there's no doors in this location, but
No,
I don't even know what his advice was. I haven't played FNAF 2 in a long time.
at the end he tells you to stay close to the animatronics and make sure no one gets hurt after he spent the entire week
yeah.
saying like, "Oh, they're not acting right. There's something wrong with them."
Wasn't there a Matt Pat bit where he was talking about like who bit him, and it was like, well, Mangle.
I mean, yeah, Mangle was almost definitely the victim, the person.
I mean, I don't think even Scott
Animatronic
knows
did it.
really
I don't think
who
there's
did
a
it, but like it was Mangle. Like let's be
Yeah.
real. He was standing next to Mangle, and Mangle was like,
Oh
bite.
shit! I'm being pounded up by both sides.
Oh, by whom? Bonnie and Chica, or Bonnie and Fox?
Chica and Foxy. What do you mean Bonnie and Foxy?
Yeah, they all come in from the same door.
Yeah, you're right.
I love that Chica can only come in through one side, and then it's just like Bonnie and Foxy have to fight over either side, and then Freddy just comes up from behind you. I guess Freddy
Yeah.
also comes in from the same door because
Freddy comes in from the right side when he's just like normally coming after you, but
Toreador and
He
Marsh,
comes in from the left side,
on
yeah,
the
yeah.
left. Wait, does he
I'm just
come in
closing
from the
both
right?
doors. I'm waiting it out.
Can you keep
What?
him like outside your door?
Freddy comes from the right side, but he doesn't have to. He doesn't like show up on the lights. He slips through, which is why you always kind of just
Does he?
optimally.
I like to
you
imagine
just,
he army crawls into the office.
I mean, I could imagine that.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
God, The lore wasn't planned to expand past Game Boy,
Ah!
so we've been watching the journey of a guy flying by the seat of his pants.
I mean,
But
yeah, and it works.
I mean, that's not
I'm
a random fun fact. That's pretty
I
well
ran out of
known.
power. Let's go, baby. Sorry. Easy dubs. Didn't even have to try. Only got jump scared twice.
Despite its name, you're never there for just 5 nights. FNAF 1, 2, or 1, 2, 4, 7 nights. 3 sister location, and Pizzeria Sim is 6 nights.
Pizzeria Simulator Pizzeria Simulator is 5 nights. What are they talking about?
It's 6 nights.
Really? I don't think so.
It is. Ultimate Custom Night, 508
sure it's 5
million,
nights.
32,000 nights. VR is 50 nights, and Security Breach is 1 night. That is true. That makes Security Breach's length, like, stupid, because there's no way. If you play it and assume that nothing pauses, that makes the game, you go through, like, a run, you never die. The length of that game is still, like, 12 hours.
Yeah.
So even if you like got locked in at like midnight, you would still be there at well into noon, which means when you leave, it would not be dark out.
Yeah.
Again, another reason that Security Breach is fucking stupid.
I disagree because Security Breach is silly, and I think it had probably the best character design since FNAF 3. I do like the emphasis on the characters, even if they should have gone they should have gone further with it.
It still
Like
doesn't
name like okay, sister location is sometimes good, sometimes bad.
Depends
FNAF
on my
4's
mood.
animatronics suck. FNAF 4's
Genuinely.
animatronics suck.
FNAF 4 is
It's
a bad game.
It's like overproduced like pop music. It's too much. It's trying
overproduced
too hard.
horror. It's
Yeah.
dead ass like watching fucking any Texas Chainsaw sequel.
Yeah.
Or like any Saw sequel is just like, hey, look at this, and I'm like, I don't care. I don't want to watch some guy's eyes get sucked out. Like that's not interesting to me. I'd rather watch a child get chopped to bits in Terrifier.
So true. The only like good animatronics from Pizzeria Simulator are Lefty and L Chip. there's other standouts.
They've already quickly guessed who was Lefty and who was Bonnie on screen. Congratulations.
No, well they didn't until you said that.
They were thinking about it.
Sure, man.
I'm guessing.
Can you put my awesome headset on my character?
No, I'm not gonna try to.
You want to put the Kraken Kitty cat ear headphones on Lefty?
I shit you not. I made our logo and channel banner in 7 minutes.
It's 7 glorious minutes.
I deadass had a fucking Brave tab open, and I copy and pasted certain shit and just pasted it into Photoshop. So
Hell
yeah, this is good enough. I spent the most time on the fucking like the letters, and I just put like a drop shadow with high noise that was blue, and then put noise on like on the banner. It was like a whole bunch of just fucking around with like inner glow and stuff, and then I put on drop shadow, and then put that noise to max, and then put a little bit of noise on the letters. But like on our logo, which is very fucking funny, not many people are gonna be, because it's small, like you're not really gonna be able to make out what it is. It's the inverse. I put Lefty on the right on there, and I think that's funny.
Yeah, it's Lefty's left.
It's on his left. It's from his perspective. It's him watching the fucking video podcast bits, watching FNAF footage and going
watching
like, oh!
quality content. Okay, hang on. You said "oh" right as Chica showed up in my door. That's gonna be really funny.
Oh.
Oh.
Fun fact: we still don't know Phone Guy's actual name. Yeah, we do. It's Scott Cawthon.
It's Ralph. It's Ralph.
It's Scott Cawthon. Idiot.
I read the books. It's Ralph, idiot.
Is it actually? Is that canon?
That's in the. I don't know how canon it is.
It's in the books. The books aren't separate canon, except for Into the Pit.
this is. Into the Pit is not real.
Is it not?
I mean, the game is just based off the book, but the book was never like canon.
So they made a non-canon game.
Yeah.
Oh man. I'm sure that's not going to confuse confuse the fuck out of me. So.
FNAF World is non-canon too. I mean,
they should just, They should just make all the games separate canon and make an anthology. They should also canonize the Joey.
Oh, the books, yeah.
They should just all the games, like from now on, from Into the Pit onward, just make it an anthology. Make it an anthology.
I see.
You know about my goosebumps, but it's FNAF.
Yeah,
like
we both agree on that as like the best idea for the books.
Too
They
bad
just
the
didn't
books
do it very
fucking
well.
Suck. Yeah, the books are just poorly written. I mean, they are written.
That's what it
8-year-olds,
boils
but,
down to.
You know. So it's
If
How to
they
Train
if
Your
their
Dragon.
best idea was sea bonnies, then they had no chance.
I mean, in all fairness, if you look at the Silver Eyes is like an okay book if you look at it as a one-off.
Yeah,
Twister
it's just
One
this
comes
weird
out.
coming of age book.
Yeah, it's very bizarre. And then the Twisted
Yeah,
one comes out.
but good.
The Twisted ones is so weird. I need to go back and reread those. I'll buy them on my Kindle. That's paid sponsorship. It's not paid. I would have. Could you imagine if Apple, or not Apple, Amazon sponsored Scott Talkin'?
That'd be crazy.
That'd be hilarious.
I wish.
I wish Bezos would.
That's what I'm saying, man.
He gives us the budget to do some like goofy shit. Like I really
Yeah.
I really want a version of Scott Talkin' where we're on like a live soundstage or whatever. And it's a sitcom.
That would go so hard.
It's not even a sitcom, it's a talk show. And it's you.
Shit.
Imagine Conan, but I'm Conan and you're Andy Richter.
I don't know who that is.
But Andy Richter like doesn't stop talking as well. So it's instead of like host and co-host, it's like they're both co-hosting, and the guest just sits there and watches two autistic teenagers talk about Five Nights at Freddy's.
That would be awesome, dude.
All right, Amazon
I'm
Prime
down.
new series idea. You revived Top Gear and now it's ended. You've done
Yeah.
Has-Been. You've brought Has-Been to the forefront. I know it'd be weird to get the rights from Universal to allow this, like AMC as a Talking Dead. Have Scott Talkin' be an official Amazon Prime sponsored show.
Scott Talkin' would make you bajillions.
It wouldn't. It would make you no money, but it'd be very funny. You would lose money on it.
It would make you sad.
It would make you sad. It'd make us fucking laugh. It'd be like when Adult Swim gave Sam Hyde a show and then they canceled it because people thought he was like a neo-Nazi or whatever. Oh, he was an alt-right.
Was he?
No, he wasn't.
Oh.
He's just
see.
he's just a comedian. He's akin to like early iDubbbz. He just would like do grosser shit. Not this like new wave of like
sure.
woke iDubbbz, which is like
I don't think he is woke. I thought that he was just
he is
like
now. Oh my god, do
he's
you
just
not?
doing something that makes him happy. Doesn't he just like make game cabinets or whatever?
I mean,
That's what
yeah,
Bryson was saying.
yeah. I don't think Bryson really understands like iDubbbz. He doesn't hear like iDubbbz openly denounce like his old sense of humor and his viewers and stuff. And he's like, people made fun of my girlfriend or my wife for being an OnlyFans model. He goes, yeah, because that makes you a cuck.
I don't know. I think whatever. I think if
I mean,
he's
like-
happy, it doesn't really matter.
I mean, I don't really care, but I think it's very funny.
Why? How are we getting political in the first fucking episode, Ben?
Oh man, this is genuinely like
This
a
is
drive.
This is horrible. This podcast sucks.
Yeah, Amazon, can you sponsor us? I could use the cash.
No, don't sponsor us. I beg of you.
Amazon, can you make Scott Talkin' an official Amazon series? You could live stream it.
God.
You know how you
no.
have like Thursday Night Football and you have like NHL? This is not sports or interesting at all, but just have like
It's better.
two morons talk about FNAF for an hour.
Oh God, and be bad at the games.
Yeah, no,
I think I'm gonna survive night 3. I don't know. I'm cutting it a little
I'm
close, but at 5 a.m. I
God.
have 2%.
You should have watched me do the Foxy parts and service mission in Help Wanted today, and I actually failed like 17 times and then gave up.
Damn.
And it's not, and like the Foxy one is easy. It's color coordination. That's it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And I failed putting the right battery in the right socket because like, okay, the whole thing is like you have to keep an eye on him, but like that's harder in VR than it is like in real life because you're actually like looking for the right thing, and you're like
Yeah.
rummaging through drawers because your
Oh,
hands
shit.
have collision physics. In
Yeah.
PC, your FOV is high enough, and the camera will Like Foxy will just detect that you're still looking at him because he's within FOV. He's like in your peripheral, and so that
Yeah.
on like a desktop, he's still on the monitor, so it's gonna detect like you're still looking at him. Also, you don't
Huh.
have to like pick up the correct one, and it juts to your hand. You actually have to
Yeah.
like pick
Sorry.
it up and
So,
put it in.
sorry. Phone guy is eating shit right now.
I didn't realize you were that. Are you on night 4?
I'm on night 4.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he's dying. Yeah,
Yeah. Fucking dying like crazy.
it's one of my favorite reveals in FNAF.
Yeah. It kind of fucked up the lore. It required night 2 to, if he didn't want to have to like completely revise the formula he already made that was like perfect, he had to make it a prequel.
Well, yeah, but it's also if you look at
Shit, they're
FNAF.
all gone already. Jesus Christ, I'm dumb.
So, if Matt's theory about how all the FNAF
Big Matt.
games
In case you're
are,
wondering, it's Matt Pat Game Theory. In case you guys were wondering.
yeah, guys, calc is short for calculator.
I'm just using slang.
I love that that's not remotely true. Like, it's short for calculus, guys. I was in high school. I was in pre-calc. I passed with a D. It's like because I hated my teacher. I didn't hate my teacher. I just hated his class. As I tried desperately to get out of it.
That's fair.
It was very.
I mean, you didn't need to pass it, right?
Uh, technically I did because I failed the math SBA twice.
Oh, I see.
Because apparently
Well.
I'm so glad. Like if I was going to college, dude, this would
Yeah.
suck a cock.
Yeah, college does kind of suck.
Well, you're paying for it. I am.
I know.
It is simply
I
an
mean,
excuse for me to
I
drive
have
an
a-
hour north.
Sure. Like I know what I'm doing. I'm doing it, pursuing something that I'm, like the plan I have. So
Yeah,
like whatever.
Pursuing designing FNAF 7.
Dude. FNAF 7 was Ultimate Custom Night, but yeah.
No, like an actual FNAF 7. Like the ending of Pizzeria Sim is retconned.
Oh.
And we get FNAF 7.
It's all of FNAF 6 in reverse.
Oh, like the
It's the entire. It's just like it's a let's play, but it's all reverse.
but it's like the trailer for Dead Island
you
where
can't,
it's like the
and you
girl
can't do
flying out.
anything about it. You can't do anything about
It's
it.
a girl flying out of the window, but it's a reverse. She's like all bit and shit. That's such a good. You know
That
what?
is a good trailer.
I wish FNAF became like the parody of gaming. Like it's an indie darling that just like parodies shit. Like Goat Simulator does it, but they haven't gone as bold as to parody fucking Dead Island's first trailer. And I think that'd be so
Yeah.
fucking funny if there was a FNAF trailer and it was the like Diana Fire Living Tombstone music video. And he like throws Bonnie out a window, and it's just like Bonnie flying back in the window. In
Well, the
reverse.
end of that music video is technically reversed for some reason. That's a weird music video.
It's a weird song. I don't know why it's
The
Um,
best.
it's-
It's the best. It's so weird because it's the best instrumental. If you just listen to the instrumental without the lyrics, I'd put it at like top 3.
yeah, but then the vocal. I don't know. I don't love that one as much as I like the other ones.
No, it's not great.
I really like fuck, what's that one called? I Got No Time.
Oh yeah, and the FNAF 4 song. That's a good one.
As much as I dislike FNAF 4, like that one.
Yeah.
I can't deny that's not a banger.
It almost felt like the Living Tombstone was tired of making songs.
Honestly, it kind of
I got this headache and my life's on the line. Like.
that was self-insert lyrics and not like
Yeah.
not what they've been doing
That would
for
be funny.
all the songs are trying to get into the head of the character.
Yeah.
I like how it end like there's a motif of the first one because it was the last game. It's kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
what fuck Tryhard Ninja did the Goodbye for FNAF 4.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like it's such a bizarre song.
I like that they like someone paired the music video of that song to the Soldier Boy song. No, Shoddy is like a melody.
no. That's
Whatever it's called.
That's not the same thing.
No, that's not Soldier Boy, but
It was that's not Soldier Boy number 1 and it's,
I know. That's what I meant.
God, I don't remember the name of that song or who does it, but they did it with like some FNAF claymation.
Was it claymation?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay.
I finished my game.
Where did Freddy go?
Bathroom.
No, he's not. He's not there.
He's not in the bathroom.
Where Freddy?
I wish there was a mod for FNAF that added kitchen cam.
That would be really funny.
I don't.
I want to play with the live action FNAF that like
You mean FNAF in real time?
real time, yeah, real time FNAF.
It's never coming out.
No, probably not.
I like how the I like how the creator of that posted if Kamala wins the presidency, I'll release FNAF in real time, and they released it like 7 minutes or like 2 hours before the election results.
That's really funny. God, go away, Chica. You smell weird.
I remember my grandmother was like, they're gonna steal it from Trump, like they stole it for Biden, and I was like, that's not happening. Like,
I don't think any election has been rigged yet.
Technically Reagan's.
Oh, okay.
Technically Ronald
Reagan.
Technically Ronald Reagan.
I can see that from Ronnie.
Old Ronnie.
He used to be a sports broadcaster at his college.
Was he? I know he was an
That
actor.
was his job.
He was before he was the president of the U.S. He was the president of the Hollywood Actors Guild.
Yeah, he was in Bedtime for Bonzo.
I feel like I told you that one.
No, that was a video I've seen. It's still funny.
I told it to someone. I think I brought up that movie specifically. He's been in like 6 movies or whatever, but that was one of the ones. I was like, yeah, Bedtime for Bonzo is a ridiculous title.
It is a fucking ridiculous title.
I love the. Imagine Ronald Reagan in FNAF.
Dude, Five Nights at Ronnie's. 5 Nights at the White House.
5 Nights at the White House, and it's fucking Ronald Reagan is like entered.
What? He's a culmination. He's a abomination
He's
of all.
He's a culmination
all of them.
right-wing ideologies. I mean, shit. It's fucking Obama, Joe, Michael. Sorry, Michelle.
Yeah, stop with that, dude. Quit it.
Michelle Obama, Hillary Clinton, and then, did I say Joe already? Yeah.
No, you didn't say Joe.
I didn't say Joe. Yeah, Joe's there. Joe is the
All right.
puppet.
Joe is the puppet. God damn it.
But
Sorry.
instead of the music box, you have to have an ice cream truck jingle. And you have to lure him with ideas. Oh, hey man, it's that chocolate shit.
Stop doing the voice. I'm about to get killed by Freddy Fazbear.
No, Joe, get out of here. Or,
don't kill me.
can you imagine, like, Joe shows up to you got jump scared.
Yeah, I got jump scared, sorry.
Yeah, the upstairs neighbors in your dorm, they're like, oh god, they get mad at
golly
us for
gee
strumming our
willikers.
guitar. Like like Bonnie the Bunny, but god, he screams while he plays FNAF at 12:30.
Yeah,
Go to
he
sleep.
screams like Bonnie.
Oh my god.
You think Bonnie has nice moans?
Wait, this is actually kind of a cool fun. I'm still reading the fun facts.
Oh,
Kind of a
you're
cool
still
fun
there?
fact. Yeah.
What?
The reason Night 4's sister location was originally so incredibly hard was because when Scott's son tested it, he managed to do it first try, so Scott thought it was fine.
Oh, that is pretty cool. Yeah, because he had to lower that difficulty of that one, especially.
That's fair because that's the number one reason. Like, I never replayed sister location.
I bet
didn't
that was a
realize they changed
glitch in the beta testing and not just him being really good at games.
it. he glitched it and survived.
Yeah.
Scott's kids playtested FNAF 1 for him.
Yeah, they play tested pretty much all of his games, I'm pretty sure.
When Scott was developing Ultimate Custom Night, he promised his kids $50 for each of the game's challenges they could complete, causing one of his sons to pull an all-nighter and beat every single one. I mean, honestly, after the success of like fucking FNAF 2, that's not that.
Yeah, he can
weird.
afford it.
I mean, how many? Hold on, how many units did
Well, they weren't
Silver Eyes
like full
sell.
price games, which is the thing. But yeah, Silver Eyes would do numbers and merch.
23,530 copies.
Hell yeah.
How many units did The Art of War sell? Over 2 million copies. God damn it. That's another one.
What's the fraction then?
I don't know. I'm not gonna do the math on that, but I think it's very. I want a world where Scott Cawthon outsells Sun Tzu.
Outsold War and Peace.
No, The Art of War by Sun Tzu.
Oh yeah.
I actually have a physical copy of the
Wait,
Art of
maybe
War.
the FNAF survival guide outsold the Art of War.
The survival guide.
That would be funny.
I'm looking that up.
Thank God. God, we can't play FNAF 4 with this setup because you have to listen too hard.
So the security logbook sold.
No, the survival guide. That's a different thing. I thought.
The survival
not.
logbook.
Oh yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, I can't even find it.
Huh.
Anyway, I think it'd be very funny if there was like a version of the security logbook, and it's like how to beat security breach, the security breach logbook, and they bring up the glitch that was in the first build of the game, where if you stood on top of tables, none of the animatronics would just stop moving. Genuinely, that's how I fucking
awesome.
beat security breach. Was I would just like get on top of ledges where they, like, even if it was like.
Oh yeah, where they couldn't, their like hitbox was too small or something, right?
No, it wasn't even that. Like, they would just stop. It wasn't even like they try to get you. Because, like, you could do that now if you
weird.
stand on top of, like, counters or whatever, and they try to run at you, and if their arms, like, for whatever reason, their hitbox can't get to you.
T-Rex arms.
Yeah, they can't do it. But, like,
Yeah.
in the early build of the game, if you stood on, like even like a box or something, like, think you're in the, like, the main lobby, and you're over by the, like, the fountain, and you jump onto, like, a purse or whatever.
Yeah.
If you were not on ground level, or what that game considered ground level, the animatronics would just stop moving. They'd look at you.
because it was a well-made game.
Yeah, because Steel Wool is actually a AAA developer and not an indie developer that made an open world game.
Yeah.
This is the opposite of fucking Cyberpunk with the same turnout. Like, it was a small budget.
It's very funny.
It was a small budget with not a lot of time, and it turned out shit. But not even in like an Obsidian way, like Fallout New Vegas, where it turns out like buggy, but it's still like a good game underneath. It's just a bad game underneath.
Sounds about right.
Cyberpunk is an amazing game.
It's fantabulous.
That was rushed out because CD Projekt Red was...
The higher ups were like, we gotta get the holiday release.
It wasn't even that. It was like...
I'm pretty sure it was.
I mean, that's why they released it when they did, like during the holiday season, but...
Yeah.
They could have released it at any point around the holidays, and it would have sold well. It was that they were like, well, people have been waiting.
It would have
for
sold well
long.
regardless. It's a Cyberpunk game.
It's a good Cyberpunk. Like, I like Ghost Runner a lot.
No, I mean, it's a Cyberpunk game that's been hyped up for years.
But like its own promises, and honestly, like the stuff that they cut.
It was longer than like the Rockstar game like cycle of like a game release.
Not exactly.
Well, it was The Witcher 3, and they spent like all their time.
Well,
it was like since like 2013.
2012 was the first trailer.
2012. Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna get, but it
That's
released
8 years.
in like, yeah, but between GTA 5 and GTA 6 is 10 years. If that. No, GTA 5 came out in 2013, so 2025, it's 12 years. There's gonna be kids who grow up with GTA 6 and they're gonna like play GTA 5 and go, oh, that game's old, and then I'm gonna be sad.
Old.
Because I remember when GTA 4 came out.
Yeah.
Even though I was too young to play it, I remember it coming out.
Yep, sounds about right.
This isn't like when I fucking stupidly said that I remember when Halo 3 Mountain Dew was a thing. Because like Halo 3 came out, what, 07? So I was 2 years old.
Sounds about right.
I was not conscious enough to remember Halo, but...
Well, I was 1 year old.
if that.
God, we are just doxing ourselves like crazy in this first
I don't give
episode.
a fuck how old.
Our ages, our names, what animatronic we are.
My name is Ben and my age is 19. Like, no one gives a fuck.
Yeah,
Honestly,
whatever.
you're gonna listen to a bunch of teenagers talk about FNAF. We're not 30 years old. Obviously,
We're very mature.
we're 100 years. We're gonna be doing this until we're 40.
We are leather shoes.
We have leather shoes. It's gonna be the fucking Deadpool.
What's your favorite episode of Gumball?
Favorite episode of Gumball.
Because I have mine like locked and loaded whenever anyone asks me that because I get asked that a lot.
I
The procrastinators.
I really like the episode. I don't remember any of the episode names.
Which one is it?
It's the one where they like. It's the hot dog. It's the first instance of the hot dog man and Gumball just getting in this
Oh
like
yeah,
awkward.
yeah. We're just
That shit makes
like
me
the
laugh so
awkward or
goddamn
whatever.
hard.
Yeah,
It
it's
went
awesome.
on. It went on too far. Like by the like third time, I was like, "This is
Yeah.
stale," but it was funny the first
like
time.
a bad hot dog.
Unlike
Yeah.
the Costco hot dog, that is
Exactly.
excellent. There should be.
I've been meaning to talk to you since you you threw the double chunk chocolate chip.
What?
It was a AEW thing where the Costco guys were on there and they wrestled.
Oh, that's true. I saw that.
Yeah,
And Big Justice fucking
he
put.
did a spear.
Yeah. And then,
That was crazy.
could you imagine?
Big moves for Costco guys.
Could you imagine if there was a Costco that had mascots that roamed
Costco?
around?
I would love a Costco.
I mean, you're not that far from a Costco.
Dude,
You lagged
I'm
out.
not.
You're like
Dude, 5 Nights at Costco's.
no,
be
I mean like a
crazy.
real Costco with real mascots that roamed around. And
Yeah,
there-
yeah, I
And
know.
there was one in
And
the
you'd
back.
spend 5 nights there because you're a security guard.
You'd spend 5 nights.
Golden Costco.
The golden churro.
The golden chicken bake.
Oh my god, dude, I could really go for a chicken bake.
I could too.
Do you think
I
Costco?
genuinely,
Do you think?
I need like protein.
Do you think I could break into Costco and steal a box of frozen chicken bakes and then come home and then heat them up? I did eat a fuck ton of food. I got Jack in the Box, and I was thinking about like how we were gonna logistically make Scott talking,
Stop.
but my Jack in the Box order was awesome, dude. It was fucking like 3 egg rolls, a box of the new birria tiny tacos. I got a bag of 2 tacos for Jackson. I got a free spicy chicken sandwich. 'cause I had enough
Jesus
points.
Christ.
It
That's a
was
lot
to
of
share.
food, Ben.
It was to share, dude.
Oh, it was to share. Okay.
Yeah, no, Jack had 2 tacos, and I split the egg rolls and then the tiny tacos with my parents, and I ate the chicken sandwich.
Damn.
That was on my dinner, by the way. That was second dinner
Oh, okay.
because
Good.
I am obese and I eat a lot of food. Similarly to Chica in FNAF 1, and that's why you can't see the camera footage because
I
Chica
see.
is eating pizza the whole time.
It's obscured by Chica's grease.
Ew, ew. That's why the camera. That's why the cameras aren't working because she got fucking grease on the wiring.
Yeah, exactly.
But wait,
Chica's
the
dead body mucus.
I don't get because the cameras would have mics on them, and the fact that you can hear the mic but not the camera footage doesn't make any sense. Unless Chica fucking like threw a piece of pizza at the camera and went, "All right." you can't
No,
see
I
shit."
mean no. It's just that the camera is disabled for some reason. There's audio only. They turned audio on, but they turned video off
It
for
doesn't
some
make any
reason.
sense. Why is that the case?
I don't know. Freddy Fazbear's is like the cheap. Fazbear Entertainment is like the cheapest brand company known to man.
Yeah, but it still doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
And I love how
It
like
doesn't.
the kitchen just doesn't exist in other games. Like look at FNAF,
Yeah, of course.
look at FNAF 2.
FNAF 2. FNAF 3 makes sense for it not to be there.
It probably does exist, and we just don't know what room is supposed
Why
to be.
would
the
there
kitchen.
be a Why would there be a kitchen in FNAF 3? It's a haunted house.
Was it always a haunted house? I thought it was just an abandoned.
No,
Freddy's location.
they constructed found this building and they were like, I know what we do here. We
But it
put
was-
the spring trap.
But no, that wasn't. They didn't even know the Springtrap was in the building.
No, they found him in the first location in the safe room.
Wait, Is that actually true? I thought that
Yeah,
I
what do you
thought
mean?
that FNAF 3 was built on the remnants of
No,
a
no, no, no.
previous Freddy's location, and that they were like, oh, we're gonna turn this into a haunted house with the Fazbear name in 2015 when it came out. And
No, it wasn't. It wasn't FNAF 1 or 2 for sure because it's completely different layout.
no,
Scott
but I
would have
thought it
been
was
very intentional about it.
I thought it was just a different Freddy's location that they built over.
It might be,
Because that's
but
the only way. There was no way that they would move Springtrap because there's a corpse inside of it. There's a corpse inside of Springtrap, technically. There's
okay.
no way that they would have moved that, not noticed the smell, and gone, "Yep, that is a good decoration."
No,
Like
they didn't
that's a health
realize there
code.
was a body in it. First of all,
There's no way they couldn't have. There's
no,
holes in it.
I mean,
They could look
well, they thought it
inside.
was an actual. They thought it. Well, they didn't think it was alive. Still, is what I mean.
All right, we got to go back and watch. We're gonna get grilled if there's any comment. Like if this blows up, they're gonna be like, "Oh,
I'm actually
Scott Talkin is a hack podcast because they don't actually know the lore. Check this out. They talked about how in FNAF 3."
No, okay. The only place it could be is the first Freddy Fazbear's location. But even then, they did not find Springtrap in that building
I thought
because
that's
in
I
the
thought that was
first
the whole point of the mini games was to show that he was in the safe room, and that's how he came
of
out.
the FNAF 1 location, because those mini games perfectly resemble the FNAF 1 location.
Kind of.
They just do. It has Pirates Cove. It has the back alley. It has the 2 hallways into an office. Whoops.
I'm looking this shit up.
Ah, fuck! I'm dead.
All right.
Come get me.
Where is FNAF 3 located? It takes place in Fazbear's Fright, Horror, 30 years after the. So the office is the location. Fazbear Fright, a horror-themed attraction based on Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, a family restaurant that closed down 30 years prior were homicidal. So does. Okay.
I don't understand what's confusing here. Those mini games perfectly resemble that location, and it's a safe room from in the FNAF 1 location that is off the cameras, which it is in FNAF 1. And yeah, like it just is.
Why the fuck? Okay, that doesn't make. Okay, again, Scott doesn't know how to write. Doesn't make any sense. Why on earth would Scott? Why would the people in Fazbear Fright see Springtrap, think it was a real animatronic, and go, "Yup, let's use it."
Well, I guess
And
the legal reason is they're dumb teenagers who are like, "Oh, let's make a horror thing based off this old pizzeria." I don't care if there's a dead body. That's cool as hell.
That's an inherently good idea. Like,
Oh
take
yeah.
some old horror attraction that might have like a little bit of nostalgia tied to it and make a horror attraction.
Like I said, they're teenagers.
They're me.
Exactly.
I would do that.
Exactly. Would you care if there was a dead body if it was a sick fucking animatronic that was like rotting away?
Yeah, probably.
And it would be like
because
really
health code.
cool.
Yeah, because health code. There's no way, like, I mean,
They clearly didn't care about the health code in the game because they gave you this rickety ass technology equipment to use.
yeah, they were like, it's a fire hazard, but whatever.
And they were joking about it and they're like, yeah, we weren't kidding there.
We're kidding about everything else, but no, actually, you're in like an active. That's why the ending of FNAF 3, where it gets burned down, makes total sense.
Well, yeah, it was very clearly an electrical fire.
I don't. That's funny.
Or Mike just wanted to like set the thing on
no,
fire.
100% Mike set fire to it, but the fact that it was like they blamed it on electrical fire because it was horribly managed is funny.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, shit. I like FNAF 3. Like, it's probably my favorite of the mainline games from a gameplay perspective. But like, the idea that the Fazbear Frights people.
Ah! Damn it! I suck at this game. I'm on night 5. I got further than I thought I was gonna get.
Well, that's good. The fact that
It
the
is good.
Fazbear Frights people didn't stop and think, hey, maybe we shouldn't use this, what looks and smells like a dead body, as an animatronic, and they went,
No,
nah, it's cool.
bingo. Haha, bingo.
All right, now Me in the editing chair later.
Should I give it one more go or not?
It's up to you.
I'm good.
I can't imagine how much longer like we'll film for.
Okay. Should I stop recording then?
Up to you. We could start ending shit.
Yeah. So that was Scott talking.
Don't end it. We're not ending it like that.
No. Thank you for Scott listening to us, Scott talking.
Scott listening to Scott talking.
Our Scott listeners, and we're the Scott talkers.
We're the.
What's our fan base? Scotty 2 Cotty.
What are you?
That's a wrestler.
They're. What's our fan group? What are
Our fan base?
our fan base? I don't fucking know.
Our Faz Bears.
The Faz
Our
Bears.
our big buff wolfmen.
The big buff wolfmen.
Yeah, that's a good one, right? That's the big buff wolfmen.
The big buff wolfmen. Yeah.
Shout out to our big buff wolfmen out there.
They're not gonna fucking understand that. We're not gonna explain it.
BBWs.
All right, you big buff wolfmen. You guys have a great
They don't
rest
need to
of.
understand it. It's okay.
Yeah,
We'll explain it on a panel eventually.
watch. We'll be on a panel. We'll just be in some like Jack in the Box or
FNAF
Wendy's
con.
somewhere. FNAF con. We'll be at some Wendy's
Yeah.
somewhere, just like talking about it in a booth, but we'll be pointed towards the rest of the restaurant.
Scott Conthgen.
Scott talking. Con.
Scott talking on Scott Conthin.
Do you think that we could get, like, we could go to a Wendy's and we do that, and there's just like Scott is sitting in that Wendy's and he goes,
I don't think Scott goes to Wendy's.
all right,
I think he's a Taco Bell guy.
Someone email Scott and ask him if he goes to Wendy's or if he goes to Taco Bell.
What's your go-to fast food spot?
Oh, mine?
No, Scott. I know yours.
Do you?
It's like Wendy's
No.
and Jack in the Box.
No, actually, it's changed.
Do you have a go-to one?
Oh yeah, I have a go-to.
You do?
Yeah.
God, it's not the place you work at, is it?
It's not Jets, no.
No.
I mean, I have
God.
Jets probably more than any other food because
It's
I
not
get a 50%
it's not
off on my
McDonald's.
shift.
You hate McDonald's.
I do hate McDonald's. I always put ice in my drink when I ask them not to.
Don't they give you a fountain thing? You can just pour out the ice.
I always go through the drive-thru.
Oh, okay, that's weird. Shit. It better not be like. No, I was gonna say Wingstop for some reason.
No, okay. I've heard Wingstop's food is good, but like their wings suck. Like if you get like a burger, it's pretty good.
Right.
That
makes sense.
It's not like Buffalo Wild Wings where most things on their menu is good.
Yeah. I'm forgetting I'm forgetting fast food places. Tell me, what is it?
Well, it'd be funny. It's funny knowing that I am a gay man and I go to this place because
Is it Five Guys?
no, it's no, it's not Five Guys. Five Guys is overpriced as shit. No,
I know. That's why I didn't think it was that.
It's Chick-fil-A. It'd be funny if I went
Oh.
there because people think I'm
Oh, okay,
homophobic.
yeah. No, Chick-fil-A is awesome.
Chick-fil-A, okay, listen. I don't give a fuck about what some old, like, 80-year-old CEO thinks. He's some rich asshole.
I know a lot of good people that work at Chick-fil-A, and also
They
I
employ
don't
a lot of
think
gays.
I think if I donated all of my money to Chick-fil-A, they would piss it away because they
They'll just give it
made
back to
a
their employees.
So they're closed on Sunday. First of all, that's important to like acknowledge. But
You know,
they
do you know
they-
what would
they made
happen
a-
if there was one Chick-fil-A location? Like, if
That
there
was
was just,
open on
like,
Sunday?
if there was a chicken place that took all of Chick-fil-A's recipes and was only open on Sunday, you know how, like, popular it would be?
I know, man.
It would be the
but
most
hang
popular.
on.
It would absolutely destroy the fast food marketplace.
Hang on though. They opened a restaurant in a football stadium in like Florida, and they only play on Sundays.
Wait, but I mean, there is Monday night and Thursday night football, so
Sure, but either way, they're still closed on one of the 3 days of the week they play.
okay. And I don't know exactly, but I'm pretty sure like every team has one Thursday night game and one Monday night game.
Sure, whatever. They're just the fact that that they made that and they don't open on Sundays, and
It's
that's one of the
football
principal
Sunday.
things.
It's football Sunday. Like every team plays on Sunday.
Yeah, whatever. It's just silly, very silly.
It is very silly. You didn't stop
Why did they
recording,
do
did
that?
you?
I did stop recording.
Okay, cool. I'll put like
I
some
thought I
funny.
did.
I'll put some funny PNG up.
Yeah, you're just gonna put our thing up.
I'll put up
I
this.
thought.
Maybe I don't know.
I don't. I found it kind of hard to focus when I was playing. Honestly, I might have to pick uh, like a lower concentration game, maybe.
Oh, you do not play FNAF the way I do.
You just don't care.
No.
I get very enveloped in the atmosphere. That's why I fell in love with it in the first place.
That's also why I
The
fell in love
atmosphere
with
and
it.
its themes and its intrigue.
But there's like 4 games ever that completely take me out of real life and prevent me
What
from
would
being
those
able to
be?
be functioning.
What would those be?
Oh, fucking FNAF World.
That's the one that takes you out of reality
I've
and
never played
completely
it.
entrances you. We gotta play FNAF World at some point, man. FNAF World is awesome, and
I,
it's free.
it's look. So is goddamn one-armed chef or one-armed cook or whatever,
It's
and that
just-
game is actually impossible to play.
Okay, that doesn't. Why would that affect FNAF World at all?
The fact that it's free does not make it a selling point. Also, the fact that it could be $60, it still would not be worth my time.
It wasn't free in the first place. I'll play it. I'll stream it for you.
Okay.
We don't have to make this a podcast episode.
Can we make this the first Scott talking charity stream? It's just me fucking playing.
Yeah,
All
for
the-
charity.
all the proceeds-
all the yeah.
all
we
the
can fire up a Twitch stream.
YouTube. Fuck
YouTube,
Twitch.
yeah.
I got locked out
Sure.
of my Twitch.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I changed my number and then I couldn't get back in because two-step was on.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's funny.
It is funny.
Anyways,
Anyways,
I'm like seconds away from completely passing out, and I should probably
we made it to an hour. We'll edit this later and put it up.
an hour and 11. We're not gonna fucking edit it hardly at all.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'll have a fade in. We'll put some background music. I'll do some basic, like putting a PNG up. But no.
Anyway, Ben's area code is 1992 300 Shirley Street.
Is that a real location?
Maybe. I don't know.
I feel like Shirley Street is someplace in Mukilteo.
That's what I felt. It's gonna be pretty easy to pinpoint based off the things we talk about.
That were in the greater Seattle, like between Bellingham and Seattle. Yeah.
Well, then now definitely because you just said that, but yeah.
Do you know how many?
I mean, just like
miles
there are
that
a lot
is?
of facts. Just the fact that you said that it's an hour drive. We're an hour drive away from each other, and I'm going to a college, and you name dropped Mukilteo and other places like that.
They're to be like, oh, he goes south, and I'm like, nah. Doesn't matter. Go send fan mail to
What do you?
I don't
A
know.
PO box? We don't have a PO box. Shut
Can you
up,
imagine if we opened a PO box?
dude. I would love to have a PO box.
We to fill in for iDubbbz. We do the get sent fan mail. We just get some like.
We don't. We never show it to people.
I'm very worried about what YouTube will and won't allow, in terms of dialogue. So I
What
wanted
do
to
you
say
mean?
like a stained FNAF like plushie, but I didn't want to say like
Yeah, I got you.
like jizz stained. There we go. That's probably jizz is probably fine. I think YouTube likes jizz.
Probably.
Susan likes jizz. That's okay.
Liked. Hey, liked.
Is she dead?
I think so.
Did Susan die? Wait, hold on.
I'm pretty sure.
Did
Yeah.
Susan... Wait, hold on. Oh my god, he just got back to me. Never mind. Is Susan...
Yeah, of cancer.
Did Susan die?
Yes. You don't remember this?
No, she's...
No, Susan. Ben, our first podcast sucks. We figured out that Susan Wojcicki died
Oh my
from
god, she's
from
dead.
lung cancer.
Oh,
This was a while. This was in August, Ben.
of this year?
Yes.
Oh my god, I didn't know that.
Ben, you fool.
That's hilarious. Anyways, everyone have a fucking good night. I'm
Listen
gonna go
to Scott talk in chat.
go listen to
Go listen to the podcast you just listened to again.
Yeah,
Get those views
put it
up.
on loop. Yeah, we're gonna have
Yeah.
our viewers
Yeah,
are gonna
you
turn this
can't.
on to fall asleep.
I did it. That is our target audience. People who are tired.
I mean, I have narcolepsy. That's kind of funny.
We are people who are tired. From people who are tired for people who are tired.
I like the one of our friends who was talking about like, oh, I'm gonna turn this on to fall asleep. But Taylor was playing FNAF and he got jump scared. He screamed. So I like to imagine some person is sleeping and they're like we're just like very low energy conversation. And
I
then
screamed
Taylor
three
goes,
times.
bah! And Taylor goes, bah! And then wakes up.
Did I cut out whenever I scream?
No, you were fully audible. It actually topped.
Yeah, okay, that's.
It topped out on the audio mixer, which I think is funny.
Thank God. I screamed 3 times by my count. I can't wait to listen to this back.
All right, we're gonna get the comments. It's like actually it was 4 times.
Oh, dude, I can't wait for the nerds. I'm gonna torch them down there. I'll be very active in our community.
Wonderful. Once we get the fucking Scott Tua,
Once we get Scott on the Scott Tua podcast.
Scott Tua, he's not gonna like that one.
No, probably not.
If there's any way to cement the fact that Scott will never show up on this podcast,
He's happily married. He would never go for that.
Scott Tua lore
You want
on
me
that
to
thing.
You want me to Scott what now?
Sorry, I fucking. I'm ending the recording. Good night, everybody. You guys have a
Good
great
night.
rest of your night.
I want you so bad.